I think I will not have anything new to present to you, but I have an aim and a goal for this speak today. And you could wonder, what is this aim? I would like to inspire to more communication and understanding in people's relationships. Not everyone thinks like me. Not everyone acts like me, thank God. But, however, everyone has a value and a right to be. I live in a family made up of 2 male and 2 female, but most of all I live in a family consisting of 4 different individuals. The thing that has been most useful for me in relation to my family is the understanding of different temperaments, love languages, and the different needs for male and female. So that is the topic for today. 3 keys to successful relationships. When I fell in love with Frederick 13 years ago, it was apart from his gorgeous eyes, it was the fact that his personality was complementary to mine. Where I was spontaneous and emotional, he was stable and secure, calm and collected. When I thought that I knew nothing, he was an infinite source of knowledge and information. The more secure I became in our relationship, the more I tried to change him. Especially the things in Frederick that was not consistent with my view of the world. So I think that is regularly in relationships, when we step out of the infatuation phase, we try to change so it becomes more natural. For me and for us, this is most obvious when I rapidly want a result, and Frederick is more interested in getting the right result. And therefore, he will analyze the process until I totally changed focus. When I wrote my book, I did it in 3 nights, and then I was done. It was so nice feeling. But when I told Frederick I was done, he told me that now it began. Now it needed proofreading and probably some more proofreading. And right there, he lost the charm for me in the project, just disappeared. But when the result came, it was clear to me that it was Frederick's focus on getting the right and the good result that made it a successful project. On the other hand, it needed more my immediate attitude to get implemented at all, the idea. That was the first key to relationships, to get to know the temperament of the person you have a relationship with. The second is love languages. How do we know that somebody perceives that we express love for them? Do you, for example, know how you spell love? Is it in the words that communicate love to you? Or is it in acts and services that being done for you? Is it time spent with you that communicates love to you? Or is it gifts or plain physical touch? Frederick and I communicate verbally very often to our kids that we love them. But is it enough? When we look at Alice, our 5-year-old girl, it is so important for her to be physically touched and hugged, then she feels totally secure that our love is consistent and always there, no matter what. With Adam, our 8-year-old son, it is quite different. He needs our undevoted time, our quality time just focused on him. We had a situation a couple of years ago when we experienced very strong anger from Adam. And the solution, or the reason for this strong anger, was hidden in the ability in Frederick and me to give him quality time. And we realized that that was the key to get it to work in the family, that we gave him quality time every day. So we made it a habit. We sat down before bedtime every day, reflecting on the day that had gone. Just the time being with him. And after 1 week or something, it all changed. Nowadays, it had gone several years, and today he can verbally express what he needs. And he quite often says, mostly to Frederick, "Daddy, now you need to be present here. Turn off your mobile. You need to be here now." And that is quite amazing to realize that. So, the third key. Male and female. Is there a difference, and is it relevant to reflect on? Regardless of your attitude towards male and females differences, it works for me to see the world that way and to take into account that we are different in our abilities, gifts, and basic needs. What also works for me in my worldview is that we as human beings have both male and female sides in us, and that we use and affirm these sides in varying degrees. Frederick and I usually having a little bit fun about me being the most masculine in our relationships. My female friends can often talk to me about Frederick's ability to communicate emotions and communicate in quite a female way. And they talk about this with envy, wishing that their partner would do the same thing. And I heard from somewhere somebody saying that when women speak about their dream partner, they often describe a girlfriend. But whether or not that works for you, the most important thing is for us to communicate what our needs is, whether or not they are male or female needs. There are, though, some interesting studies being done regarding genetic differences between male and female. Whether or not those appear real for you, I have had a blast reading about them and recognizing that they work for me in my life. One thing that is clear in our family is that Frederick and Adam corresponds better to respect than to love, and vice versa for Alice and I. We care more for love than for respect. I read in the dictionary, actually, what these words meant. And respect translated into a loving act. To respect someone, you must have seen the value of the respected one. Love, on the other hand, being translated to a feeling characterized by a strong affection and devotion, a willingness to give unconditional to someone. And if you think about it, perhaps it is the same for you and your close relationships. Just think about when dating and having intimate relationships before going steady. I seldom meet women talking about all the different men they have been with, comparing and feeling proud of the conquests. More often, they express sadness over the not finding the right one. On the other hand, I have been with, I have met several men that are proud and not disturbed at all about having to try out more than one woman to find one that they can consider spending more time with. I think you have two choices. Either you try to get people see your point of view, or you try to see and understand other people's point of view. And when I look at me, and what attracts me more, it is when people try to see my point of view rather than when they are trying to convince me of their point of view being the only one that is right. Thank you for listening.